All right, happy Sunday. I was going to go live for you all, but I do have plans this Sunday that came up, so I won't be going live. But I am making it a priority to go ahead and share something that I'm excited to try out and continue to use in my day trade strategies. I hope this is going to be helpful for you. So maybe if I make up by not going live with this particular video, you'll forgive me. I will go live midweek. So what I want to do is wait to see how the futures open up. I will do a video, so don't worry, this video will not be going through charts and telling you what I have on my watch list. This video will be something that you can add to your strategies. As you all know, I love my screeners. I love my screeners. I enjoy hunting for potential opportunities in the market. So I don't just look and see what everyone's talking about. I try to go find what's out there and what's matching up to my chart confirmations. This one has been spoken on. But what I wanted to do was, I just felt like I'm missing so much sometimes in day trade opportunities because I just can't have my eyes everywhere. So, um, in one of my late nights, I decided to put a screener together that would help me to follow through with catching potential setups. One setup that I was so upset that I missed was RGTI. And it just was a nice one. As you know, those contracts are cheap. You can go deep in the money, you can grab multiples, and you can have a very successful day when Rigetti has a successful or, a high volume day where it's moving really good. Anyway, let's get to this screener. I think you're going to like this one. If you do, before I show this secret to you, just give me a like, comment if you find this to be something that you will use in your strategy. Come back to this video and comment after you've tried it out. Let me know what you think. I'm always here to tweak screeners, and if you find something even better, let me know. Um, and also subscribe if you find this channel helpful so that I can know that you guys are benefiting from this, and I'm just going to keep giving as I can. Um, Also, share this out. Share this with other communities. Share this with your friends, your other trading partners. I think this is going to be one that you'll like. All right, so we are going to go to screener. So I'm at my home screen of TradingView. If you're not there, you just click here. It should get you to your home screen. And what I'm looking for is screeners, okay? And we are going to focus on two things, stocks and ETFs. But first, we're going to go to stocks. We are going to set up a new screener, create screener, and I will label this one pre-market highs, lows. You can separate these if you want to. So that way there's a pre-market high and there's a pre-market low. Now, the significance of a stock breaking pre-market high and low was something that was introduced to me when Sean was, I don't know if he did in a video or if it was just one of our coaching sessions, but he told us to add this into our arsenal. And I mean, changed a lot of my trade, how get into trades and what I'm waiting for because pre-market high and low breaks, they can pay, especially for day trades. So we're at pre-market, we set our screener up and we've labeled it, make sure to save it. We're going to go to price. We're focused on price. We're going to go to manual setup. Once we get to manual setup, for this one, I do want above or equal my value um, will be pre-market high. I want price that is above or at equal to the pre-market high. Okay. When I hit apply, I want you to pay attention to oops, above or equal to pre-market high. When I said this, I want you to pay attention to the percent change column, which is this column here. We're going to hit apply and then look at that. Now, when we scroll through this, what do you see under change percent? You see a lot of green, right? You definitely see more green than red. So that's telling us that this screener should lead us to a lot of bullish moves that we can catch as it's happening versus having to wait and maybe hope that we catch a setup. Maybe if you knew about this and you had this screener up, you would have caught Tesla as it's breaking the pre-high. So we have it set to this. A few things that I like to do is I like to look just at neutral, buy, and strong. All right. Another thing that I like to do is focus on volume. I don't really want to focus on a 120K when we have stocks with a 55.8 or 168.15 big Tesla volume. I want to catch those. So I'm going to set this as sort descending so it can sort that out for me. Now, if you're a fan of penny stocks, do your thing, right? If you're a fan of that, you want to catch a day trade on some penny stocks, look at this 78% change. If we, let's just open this one real quick because I'm going to filter out penny stocks, but let's just open this particular stock. Um, we are in extended hours. This is your range. I have a purple box here because once market opens, this box pops up and it already is measuring out pre-market high and low. So I have 0.49 as the pre-market high and then 0.31 as the pre-market low. And as you can see, once this stock broke pre-market high from 0.49, it went all the way up to, let's get this out of the way. It went all the way up to like 70 cents from 49 cents, right? Before it had its pullback. We would have saw the pullback here. So I'll show you how I set this up. But again, if you're a penny stock fan, look at what you got out of this trade here, right? Now we're going to set a few things else. I'm going to add in one more layer. It will be market data. And I'm going to change, I won't- not change, I'm going to add in price, right? So we add in price. So I have another price filter because now for me personally, I want to have stocks that are above or equal to $10. Go as low as you want to, but this is what I'm going to set it to for now. All right. Now, as you know, BMNR was on our watch list. I even said that, hey, if BNR breaks, it's going to go to $55. Definitely went to $55. If you know, you know. I'm going deep in the charts to find my targets. So BNR, but let's look at the big dog, right? Let's look at Tesla. All right. Tesla, right? Look at this. First of all, there's a few things to pay attention to. When a stock is squeezed during pre-market, I mean, it has a very small range. That's a sign that I really might be interested in this a lot more because I'm wanting to see if it's which direction it may break. The likelihood of it breaking in a small range is high probability versus, let's say, Tesla had a range from like 367 all the way to 380. That's a wider range, right? And knowing where Tesla was going to go for the day would also have been helpful. So you want to do a little quick scan of the charts to make sure you know where we're going if we enter this trade, right? So what I do is from this, I go to my pre-market high and low indicator, and I will set it up. So it's going to be $372, $372. I'm going to set that alert as close as you can to it. You can always go exact. 367.40. All right. We're going to get that as well. We're taking this and we're getting out of extended hours. We got what we needed, which was pre-market high and low. If you don't have the pre-market high and low indicator, it does not matter. Just find the candle that had your pre and that created the pre-market high. Find the candle that created the pre-market low and set your same targets up. Now we're going to go to regular trading hours. Okay. I like the 2 minute chart. I've become, I think if you know me and you've been trading for a while, you know I used to hate it. My nerves would be bad. I just couldn't do it. Now I'm much more comfortable on the pre-market, the 2 minute chart. So it really is just knowing how to trade in this shorter time frame and stick to your targets. So I'm setting alerts right now on those lines that I set up because let's say I'm not even paying attention to this. Once an alert is triggered, now you pay attention. Okay. So we have Tesla showing up on our pre-market break. We want to make sure that we actually are breaking pre-market. This one never even came back and retested. Strong out the gate from the opening candle. We're already breaking pre-high. So even if you're taking a few minutes to just say, hey, okay, I think this is a good one for Tesla, do a quick top down check to see where Tesla might be going on the 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute. Just see if there's a hurdle. I think for us, when we replay it, we were going to meet some resistance somewhere around this 387 target, and you can see what happened once we got to about 384 actually. we were at some resistance and then we broke. I think 384 was my initial target on Tesla. It definitely pulled back a little bit and then broke again. So, if we replay this real quick, just so you can get a visual of how that plays out, this is us opening. We're going to come about right here and we're going to follow what Tesla does, okay? So I'm going to press play on this replay and Tesla's already breaking our pre-market level right here, okay? Already breaking it after a strong day of Thursday. So you take your moments to say, okay, this is actually breaking out. Get your position in on Tesla, find out where we're going. And Tesla just gives you this smooth continuation here. All right. So I'm going to stop it here because for time's sake, I don't want this video to be long. What I'm trying to show you is that there's power in pre-market breaks. Um, WBD, I'll be covering this one actually on my video later that covers the stocks that's on my watch list. But again, another pre-market break at 1807, traded all the way to about 1928 before it found resistance and pulled back a bit for us. So this is going to be your pre-market high. Does that mean grab a call as soon as you get a stock on this? Absolutely not. What it means is you confirm the move and you make your trade. Look at Rigetti. From a small pre-market range, look at the break, right? Again, smooth out the gate, clean pre-market break. It didn't even come back and retest because a retest can happen. You can get stocks that retest even pull back halfway through your pre-market range and then come back out or just completely fail, right? That's what we use our stop loss for. It can happen. You can't, I mean, it happens. You just have to have the proper measures to protect your capital with stop losses. So that is our pre-market high example. Now to set this up where you're going to look for, this is for my bears. So you're looking for pre-market low breaks because you want to short something. You just can't help it. I need to get into puts. You're going to go to pre-market low. Above or equal will still give you bullish. You want to be below or equal. Pay attention to our change percent when that applies. Now look what we have. Focus on volume. We're focused on the breaks. Let's look at this one. And you're going to get a whole bunch of red because guess what? We're shorting at pre-market breaks, pre-market low break. Look at this one. It actually gives you the example of when a stock can break pre-market low, pull back in, and then after that retest, give a even more powerful move back down. And this would have been a profitable trade. All right. So you can see like, okay, are we going to do a retest or not? If it does happen, again, you can anticipate retests playing out in certain cases. You seen what we're getting in Tesla, that didn't happen. So you just have to watch for those and be mindful that a retest is possible before it makes the bigger move that we're looking for based on pre-market break. All right, so I'm not going to go through all of this. What it is showing you is that if you play the reversal and you're a bear or you're just looking to see what could be a potential short opportunity, you can have one. Now, I would recommend having a pre-market high screener save and then a pre-market low screener save. So you're not mixing the two and having to flip back and forth. Whatever is easier for you. You might find it easier to do it that way. Again, you can adjust your price if you want to, and you can adjust your analyst rating if you want to. We are going to get off of the stock screeners because remember, we're under stock screeners. We have these saved and now we're ready for catching pre-market high and low breaks. We're going to switch it now to ETFs. Okay, so let's leave here and let's go to ETF. I already have this one set up, ETF pre-high breaks. What is ETFs going to cover? Our QQQs, our TSLL, our TQQQ, um, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm mad about missing this one, but I didn't have a screener up to know that it was about to happen. But let's just take a look. This one would have been one of my favorites, ETHA, because Ethereum was running along with other Ethereum ETFs and the actual crypto. So we're going to look at this one under extended hours. So to change to extended hours, you just go to session. I don't know if you can see it here. You're going to go to session. I click this little settings link here, and then I'm going to go to session, and then I'm going to switch to extended hours. Okay, what we're looking for, look at that beautiful climb. We're looking for a pre-market break. This one chopped around the pre-market high, chopped around it a little bit, but then look at what happened next. Once you're getting this retest and we're just consolidating, now you have to just pay attention to whether we break down or we get the confirmation and it goes completely to the moon. A really nice trade, again, affordable. That was one. QQQ had a move. If you like Tesla, but you're not trying to play those Tesla bucks, then you can go TSLL. Much cheaper, easier to get into money, easier to grab multiple contracts. ETHU, again, is going to run with Ethereum. Let's see what else was on our chart. Um, I saw one that I really wanted to show you guys. Is price volume set? Yeah, set to descending. And let me find one that you probably don't even know exists. But if you spend a little time here, you'll figure it out. Volume on these are crazy, so you kind of have to scroll through. Okay, I wanted to show you this one, RGTX. This is going to follow Rigetti. As you can see, same pattern as Rigetti. That was one. You would have caught, what's another one? NVIDIA, small, not too big. But all of this, you can go through your ETFs, find some potential setup, especially if you like to trade ETF. Just remember the volume in these are much bigger, so you probably have to go a little bit deeper. Look at AAPU. If you know, you know that's going to follow Apple. You don't have to pay Apple bucks at the regular stock price. You can try the ETF. This is going to be following a bull move, and then look at that pre-market break. That means that Apple must have had the same break. So this is the reverse. This is the same thing as stocks, but we have to go under ETFs to catch those moves. And of course, you know, I love my QQQ. It definitely popped up here. Um, so now I've just given you an idea to add to your day trade strategies. If you find this helpful, again, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video out. It does help me. And let me know what you think. Did you find this helpful during the week? Is there something maybe I can look into tweaking to make this more beneficial for you and myself? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great Sunday.